I'm gonna start the video with the most obvious ones, and it's the trainer weeklies where you have to fulfill crafting orders to gain knowledge points, and the best way to do them is probably by doing them yourself. Just go to the crafting orders NPC located right here and order something cheap from one of your alts to your crafters. Most of the time the wrists are the most cheapest items that you can craft. Just send a personal order to your crafter, then log on them and create them and be done with it. Later on, when the expansion goes on and you gain sparks, it's gonna be really easy to do, but at the beginning it's best to just order yourself some crafting orders and get those done, or get the patron orders. Not sure how they will look like at the beginning, but they might be possible too. So first check the patron orders, then if not possible, just send one from your alt to yourself. One quick thing that I want to mention is that the weeklies that you get from the trainers usually opens up when you reach the 50 skill point threshold on the professions. At least that was the numbers for the WoW Within and Dragonflight. I guess it will be the same for the Midnight expansion. But yeah, just be warned, if you don't have access to those weeklies, it's because you haven't skilled up your profession to 50 or maybe the certain threshold. Maybe they change it up to be 75 or maybe they lower it to 25, who knows. But be aware that there's a certain threshold that you need to reach before getting access to the weeklies. Every single recipe that you craft for the first time will have a first craft bonus. That means it will award you 1 knowledge point. And there are a lot of recipes available to different professions. This is your main way of getting knowledge points early on in the expansion. Do prioritize getting recipes over anything else because of that 1 knowledge point that you get whenever you're crafting it. It might seem very expensive at the beginning to craft everything, but believe me, it will make its gold 10 times over throughout the course of the expansion. Just get the knowledge points as soon as possible. Another source of knowledge points are the profession treasures. There are 2 of each in different zones. You can use handy notes to get the locations, or you can just search around for the coordinates of those treasures and get all 8 of them. And they're hidden inside the world everywhere in every single zone, and every single one of those will give you 3 knowledge points. So make this a priority. I strongly recommend the handy notes version because it just marks everything for you on the map. But you can just look around the Wowhead or any of the Reddit or anywhere really. Most content creators have locations and videos up on them to just find the locations of them and go hunt them down, because 24 points is a lot at the beginning, so make sure to do this and make it a priority. You can also earn a lot of knowledge points from the renowned vendors. For example, the Silvermoon Court here will give you 10 points to jewel crafting, enchanting and tailoring. The Amani one will give you points to skinning, mining and leatherworking. The Harari will give you, let's see, herbalism and inscription, and the singularity will give you, I think this one is at the renown level 9, yeah, points to alchemy, blacksmithing and engineering. I do strongly recommend that you do the side quests in the Void Storm when the Darkmoon is active for the extra renown, and if the calendar in the beta is anything to go on, we can expect the Darkmoon Faire in the first week of March, so should be good for the Midnight's launch. If you are playing the early access, just leave the side quest of the Void Storm for the actual launch to get a bit more rep and have an easier time getting those knowledge points. Speaking of the Darkmoon Faire, you can get a lot of skill and knowledge points from the fair itself, so every single month that the Darkmoon Faire is active, you want to head there, get all of your skill and your knowledge points. By the second time that the Darkmoon Faire is up, you shouldn't need any skill points. You should be at the maximum, but the knowledge points are always a great addition. So if the Darkmoon Faire is up, make sure to get those points. Another source of knowledge points is the Abundance event. It's basically a glorified world quest themed around professions, and you can earn 10 more knowledge points from the vendor Chell the Chip. It requires 75 Moxie just like the Renown vendors, and in addition to that, it does need 1,600 unalloyed abundance. So make sure to get all of these knowledge points because they will boost you greatly. One other source of knowledge points are the Patron Orders. A lot of these orders will have knowledge points tied to them. Now be aware that this has usually been worked as a catch-up system for the knowledge points that you're missing from the previous sources. Therefore, I'm not sure if they will add up to the current limit of each week. Maybe they will add up to that, maybe they're just there for the catch-up, but a lot of these Patron Orders will have knowledge points tied to them, and they have different amounts. So make sure to check your Patron Orders daily to not miss a single knowledge point from this system. Let's not forget about the Inscription Treatise. You can have it crafted by others or crafted for yourself, but every single week you can use one of these items to gain 1 knowledge point. So make sure to stock up on them because it is a very forgettable thing. Most of the time I forgot that I had to use the treatise to gain 1 knowledge points after a few months. But yeah, Inscription Treatise are back, so make sure to stock up on them and use them every single reset. I want to mention one more thing, but I'm not sure which way it's gonna go, so I'm gonna mention both of it. As of today that I'm recording this video, a few days from the early access, you aren't able to get any knowledge points, repeatable weekly knowledge points from the outdoor world content, as you would get knowledge points in the WoW and Dragonflight whenever looting repeatable treasures or killing rares. But at the beginning of the beta, about like 2 months ago, I did. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I do think that I got these knowledge points from these repeatable actions that you can do out in the zones, whatever the zone might be and whatever the activity itself might be, just like the Wolverine and Dragonflight. But it's been a few days that I'm trying to get these for the sake of the video and have it recorded, but I'm unable to. This is either a bug that is keeping me from earning these knowledge points, or maybe they removed it completely. Maybe we don't have those repeatable treasures and the knowledge point drops from the rares anymore. So take that into consideration. Do try out when it launches to see if you get any knowledge points from rares or repeatable treasures. But because I wasn't sure, I just needed to tell you guys that it might be there, it might not be there. Just try it out. And that's it. That's all I could find in the beta. If anything new gets discovered, I will update you guys. And on that note, well, why not sub the channel? I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like or a comment down below.